As part of activities marking the 2024 World Diabetes Day, calls for a synergized collaboration to end the scourge have been made. The call by health practitioners was made to address rising concerns about diabetes in Abuja. Here's more on this report.
World Diabetes Day 2024 is a global awareness campaign that aims to raise understanding about diabetes, advocate for improved diabetes care and prevention, and support those affected by the condition. Dr. Masud Ramadan, while lending his voice, noted that Nigerians suffering from diabetes are facing untold hardship due to the rising cost of medicines and other barriers to accessing comprehensive care in the country.
The issue of the high cost of medications, we are aware that the patients are going through a lot of difficulty because these medications are very expensive. And sometimes they are actually not available, and where they are available, they find it difficult to get them. Sugary and sweetened beverages tax that was passed into law in the past administration, and for some time now, I think sometimes in April, the deductions were stopped. So we want them to recommence the deductions, and not only that, we want them to recommence the deductions, we also want them to use this tax for the benefit of the patients. There are need a lot of resources, and these resources can come from this sweetened sugar beverages tax that has been passed into law. We believe that if the government recommences this deduction and they take these deductions as part of what they need to invest in the patients with diabetes, we believe that to bring a lot of support to these patients.
Speaking further, Dr. Masud Ramadan said diabetes is the major cause of disability.
Because when you talk about disability, it can be from blindness. Number one cause of preventable blindness globally is diabetes. Diabetes can cause lower limb amputation, and I told you that number one cause of non-traumatic, the amputation that are not related to road traffic accident or trauma or any accident is diabetes. So it's a major cause of disability. Apart from physical disability that you see, there are other forms of mental disability, depression, anxiety, sometimes even suicidal attempt, loss of job, economic disability. So all those are other forms of non-physical disability that we don't see, but they affect the patients.
Also speaking, the co-chairman National Action on Sugar Reduction Coalition, Comrade Bernard Enya, highlighted the symptoms that led to diabetes and the importance of early diagnosis and effective management.
Before I was diagnosed, I just discovered that I was passing out a lot of urine and drinking plenty of water. I would eat food, large quantity of food, and become hungry almost immediately. And I couldn't see well. I was having this blurry vision where I can't read characters in the Bible or the dictionary. Sometimes even to read from my phone was a problem. And I was becoming weak with each passing day. And to a large extent, I was losing my sensitivity. You know, unlike before, any small prickle, I will feel it. But because diabetes was so much in my system and I didn't know, I was not having all this sensitivity. Then when I now got to the hospital, they checked my blood, they checked my urine, and discovered that there was so much sugar in it. That was how I was diagnosed of diabetes. So to my knowledge, I just believe that those inconveniences are the symptoms that present with diabetes.
Though diabetes is not contagious and cannot spread from person to person, it's a chronic condition that develops due to a combination of genetics, lifestyle and environmental factors. According to Dr. Masud Ramadan, Nigeria has about 6% of people living with diabetes, stressing the impact of diabetes on the number of persons living with disabilities.